Well, baby, I'm on it with a bottle of wine and an old dirt road, and you're ready to go if you want to. Corbin. Hey, thanks everybody for joining us today. Live Music Nation Podcast Festival Edition. Today, we are with Gail Ginther. She is with the Metamora Music Festival. Gail, thanks for joining us.
Well, thank you so much for inviting us.
Gail, give us a little background on you. Where'd you grow up, and talk a little bit about your family and career.
I grew up in Oxford, Ohio, which is right near the border of Indiana and Ohio. Went to Miami University and got a Bachelor of Fine Arts degrees there. Most of my family is scattered around since then. I now live in Metamora, Indiana, which is Indiana's canal town, which is about 30 miles inside the Indiana border.
Okay. Let's jump into the festival. Let's start with the when and the where.
Okay, the when is Labor Day weekend, Saturday and Sunday of the Labor Day weekend. This year it'll be September 2nd and 3rd. It's at the end of Metamora, the east end of Metamora, near the Duck Creek Aqueduct. It's at that place called Lane's End Farm. It's on the back porch. We bring in a large tent for the audience, and then there's the back porch built on the back of the barn where the performers are.
Nice, nice, nice. All right. So you gave us a pretty good visual. Second and third question would be, we always ask what it looks like. You did that. What does it smell like, meaning food? What does it sound like, meaning entertainment, other activities? Give us some samples.
Okay. Smell like the Lions Club does our food for the actual event, and their specialty is smoked pork chops. Ooh. So they have smoked pork chop sandwiches and dinners, and then they also have things like hot dogs and sloppy joes and so forth. That is actually right there by the stage for the Metamora Music Festival. Now, up in town, we have a number of eating establishments. One has kind of British tavern fare. Other ones have American comfort food and that type of thing. And your typical, ribs and that type of thing also in town. For the festival, the sounds of it, we've specialized primarily in local and regional bands that are acoustic, more or less, bluegrass, blues, Americana, string bands, songwriters. We have a side stage where we have songwriter showcases that are 15-minute sets as the bands are changing on the back porch.
Yep.
So we have music continually through the day from 11 o'clock on Saturday through 7 p.m. and then from noon to 5 on Sunday.
Super smart, super smart. For you, now listen, I know this is a lot of work. It's a lot of investment of time. Where's the reward come from you?
The reward comes from having all of our friends there for the event. We have formed personal relationships with many of these bands over the years. A lot of them are just our friends now. Quite honestly, since it's a free event, we charge no admission charge. The compensation we're able to offer the bands is very small, but many of them have just enjoyed their visit to Metamora so much. The town is, it's a very quaint town. It's a historic town. It's home of the Whitewater Canal State Historic Site. So there's a grist mill to visit and a train that operates. So people just enjoy coming as a total experience. And it's a really lovely setting down by the aqueduct because you're on the back of an old barn. You've got a meadow going down to a creek. So it's a real pleasant rural type of setting to be in for the weekend.
I got you. Very cool. What's the best part of your job?
Spending all year going around hearing bands all over the place.
Really?
Yeah, that's a lot of fun.
Yeah, no, that works. That makes sense. Okay, couple fun questions. You have a great festival. Best concert you've ever seen, not just at your festival, but your entire life.
My favorite concert is several years ago. Pokey Lafarge did a Central Time tour when he released a Central Time album, and that was a really great show. I liked the concept that he put together. It was pretty much a nonstop show. He had a lot of the bands I like Carolina's Chocolate Drops, David Wax Museum, the Tillers, and it was just a well-produced show.
Okay, all right. Dead or alive, you could bring one musical act
to Metamora.
Yeah.
I would love to have Reverend Peyton's big damn band there, but they're just, we can't afford them.
No, that's
Yeah.
price not an option at all.
Right.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
No,
Reverend Peyton's
that's
big damn
great.
band. I mean, they're local, kind of local to us in Indiana, but they're very high energy. They put on a great show. So and they, I really like them. So I would love to have them sometime.
Yeah, perfect. Okay. How do people find you and find out more information about the festival?
Well, we have a Facebook page for the Metamora Music Festival. We also have a website for Metamora Performing Arts, which is the sponsoring organization. And there's a link there to a festival website, as well as all of our we have shows throughout the year at the Metamora Opry Barn. So our schedule there is on the same website as metamorampa.org. And then our email is our contact, the metamoremusic@gmail.com.
Perfect. Gail, thank you so much for being on with us today. I appreciate it.
Well, thanks so much.
You're welcome. Well, baby, I'm on it with a bottle of